Okay, so what's the control doing?
I got this piece we've never had before, at least I've never seen before, by a company here. It's the FS-1 cyclosonic. I think the original name of it was the Flying Saucer. That's why the FS, and it's by this company. I'm not sure it's around anymore. Called Songbird, and it's a panning device of some kind. And it was made probably around the time when they were trying to do quadraphonic stuff, because it has those kind of capabilities, which I don't know if we've ever had anything here before that has quadraphonic panning capabilities, or is just made for quadraphonic setups anyway. So right now I think the left channel, channel B, is not working, but it also could be, since I've never used this, it's working just fine, and I just don't know how to use it.
It's currently
like you got it on.
You're able to.
Got my scope. I think we got.
Doesn't it kind of seem like it has
some? Well, first of all, when you open something up, we'll probably say this a bunch. Quickly, just check basic shit like power rails. That's our get the scope there. It's our negative rail. And here's our positive rail, stay on there. So those are what powers most of the ICs in the unit. And I've never seen this op amp before, but I just know it's some sort of dual op amp. And even though I haven't seen this one before, I know they typically use 4 as their V minus rail, and their V plus rail is typically pin 8 or 7. In this case, it's pin 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's like
so we have rails, so that's not the issue. It's passing signal on the.
Putting pressure on the EEPROM doesn't fix. It like stops fixing it.
It looks like. Oh yeah, it looks like You know what? I think I just fixed it actually, because it wasn't working all day until I just took it apart and found these loose screws banging around in here, and now it is working. So what was happening was probably somewhere along the line, one of the right channels chips was shorting, some sort of audio signal or power rail shorting to ground. Because right now I think it's working.
So 9 and 10.
Probably can't hear this, but we're panning left and right. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it, Mike?
I can kind of hear it.
I'm gonna go faster, slower.
You can hear it when it's quicker.
So we're panning quickly left and right. So this is a perfect example of things being almost working. Like when whoever sent this, the entire right channel was out, which could mean some very complicated arrangement of chips and stuff have failed and it's going to take all day. But in this case, he had like a screw that was sitting under the plate, shorting, like I'll lift this up. If I took a screwdriver and just laid this down on the screwdriver, it's going to short pins wherever this is touching together that should not be shorted together. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if I lay this here, it's going to take this point, it's going to short all these pins together, and this thing will stop working entirely. So if you have a piece of metal, like a screw or something, laying under here, it's going to take 2 pins potentially and short them together. And that's what was happening, and he had no channel B. So when we get lucky, that's what's wrong with these. Could be wrong with anything.
Oh, here we go.
So what else is wrong with this is, which I was able to see before even plugging it in, was this width knob is bent.
Yeah. Going into the.
So that'll have to be dealt with. All these electrolytic capacitors.
Recap.
Here. These big guys especially, we'll want to change it. change them out because those will fail eventually, and these are probably these are the original ones. And I can just tell by how old they are. And also these tantalum capacitors, which are these little blue guys. I'll want to change all those ideally. I'm gonna fix this knob, and then I'll see if I can find a I see all these little trim pots in here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get close to these?
No jittery.
I'm zoomed in also.
Oh, okay. I'll check and see if I can find a calibration procedure and get it tuned up. If I can't find a calibration procedure, I'll see if I can see what they do, or just kind of use my ear and see if I can check and see if there can be any improvements made. I haven't been able to find a schematic for this unit. I've been able to find like the user manual for the plugin that they made off of it. So I'm lacking a service manual, and the service manual may or may not even include a calibration procedure. But I think I fixed the main reason why it's here. I'll just make sure that it's working to the best of my ability, the way it should be, and then we'll send her home. And yeah, it's pan scanner. Cyclosonic.
Flying saucer.
Flying saucer. I think the Cyclosonic's the official name. I think there was probably some bitter employee at
I think that's already
Designus who originally thought of flying saucer,
yeah.
and so they appeased him by giving that little FS-1, when really they renamed it the Cyclosonic. Both are good. Cyclosonic's kind of better. If I have 4 speakers, we'd be able to hear the quadraphonic stuff, which maybe we can do that for
the video.
For the official video, we can actually do a quadraphonic panning thing, because I think you can see it's going in a circle now.
Yeah, cracked joint loose.
Look at that. So that's like going between 4 speakers. We only have 2 right now, so we won't hear it anyway.
These look okay.
So all in all, probably, even though right now it's working, probably another month before this thing goes home. And that's the fastest we can go.
So fast?
Yeah.
So quick and so fast.
Yeah.
So quick and so fast.
I smell burning hair.
So I think somebody dropped this flying saucer, or controversially cyclosonic, sorry, and it bent these very thin actuators on the knob. Bent this one.
Let me see that one.
Which kind of locked that
The collet part.
collet on there. Yeah. Now I've tried pulling it off without damaging or marring the faceplate with pliers, using my keto strength, which I have from being a keto kid. And there it goes.
Goodness, holy mackerel!
On all that talk.
I'm so sorry.
I lubed her up with a little deoxit.
I got it started. Don't even listen to him.
But we don't want deoxit to touch any faceplate, because it will, which I was very careful to not let hardly any touch that, because that will, dissolve away the screen printing or something.
Yeah, you don't know like what kind of reaction.
So now I can kind of pull this faceplate off, I think. Might be wrong. Okay, I got one more screw to take out. So I got this faceplate off, kinda. I only got so much with these cables and stuff. That will allow me to make a measurement on these pots and the actuator, get a bunch of dimensions, the value, whether it's logarithmic or linear. All of that shit matters, and if I can't find the right one, well, I'll eventually be able to find the right one, but part of what we do here is get good at finding parts, which is not always that easy. This actuator might have been a custom order from whoever manufactured these pots from Songbird or whatever, and I might have to
The buttons. All right, so
really sleuth around before I can find the right pot, which is the next thing I'm going to do on this, and I
really
will
with any type of button like this,
update you guys once I find that pot.
Directly connected to whatever.
And I'll probably put this on the shelf until we get that. Order all the caps, which the caps are easy to find, and I can explain at some point how to go about
When you press this
ordering
button, it
capacitors.
actually will
You guys use
bounce from,
DigiKey a lot, right?
We use
on and
DigiKey,
off.
but we use
Like,
other things
it could
too.
be, like,
How to find the
100
right
times
values
for
with the right
30
heat
milliseconds.
tolerances, and
So
then
like it's like
eventually, hopefully,
off
we
and on,
can
off and
show
on.
you guys
Yeah,
how
like
to
so.
how to
There's a
recap
debouncing
something, how to
circuit in
desolder a
between
capacitor
the button
and put one
the
in,
control.
Okay.
how to pay attention to polarities, and then we'll teach you how to desolder and put in the pot, and then put her back together, see if she's still working. If I was to, let's say I put a cap in backwards at some point, the thing will not work. It'll either explode the cap or the cap will short open, which means the unit might keep working with an exploded cap, but more than likely not. How to locate which capacitor you found, will you put in backwards or somebody else put in backwards very quickly. So, yeah, we can get into all that, but for right now I have to get on the internet and look for both of these pots, and hopefully I can find them.